Hey there, welcome back. So in the last video we completed the design part of this uploading feature. Okay, so now the thing pending is to how do we upload this to our S3 bucket. Okay, so that is what we're going to accomplish in this video. So once the images, at least 5 images are uploaded, once user clicks on this button, we should handle that logic to upload the images into our S3 bucket. So before even that, we need a bucket name and also region in which we are going to host that, and the access key and secret key. So I will show you how to get the access key and secret key. And also very important thing is we have to configure bucket policy and the cross origin resource sharing configuration for the bucket we are going to use. Okay, so first I have just created here a bucket called your avatar. You can just go to the your account and a bucket section and just create a new account and just normal whatever, just give the name of your bucket, and once you're done, that is fine. So this is how it is going to look like. After this, once you create this bucket, okay, you have to go to the permissions tab, and in this you have to configure the bucket policy. So bucket policy you see here. So this is this is how you have to mention the principal, that is nothing but Amazon resource name for particular user. So this is my resource name for a user called Kuluru. Okay, and I am allowing this principal to perform actions, which is put object, get object, and delete object on which resource? On the avatar, your avatar S3 bucket resource. Okay, so which is the bucket we are going to use. Okay, and also I have allowed any principal to get object from this your avatar bucket. Okay, so this is the bucket policy you have to add, or else you will not be able to upload the images to the your respective bucket. Okay, so this how where are you going to get this is, so this is where you will be getting it. Okay, so here you see, just you have to go to your account and click on security credentials and go to the user section. So there you will have the ARN. Okay, and that you can configure in this bucket principal. Okay, fine. So this is the bucket policy, and now coming downward, so you have to configure course section. So here you just have to allow any origin. So if you're clear what is the endpoint that you're going to deploy to, you can configure that only origin. Since I'm not clear which endpoint I'm going to deploy, so I have given star accessing to all origins, and the methods that we are going to allow is put, post, get, delete. Okay, standard HTTP methods. Okay, fine. So this is the thing that is required to configure your bucket. And now the next thing is you have to get the access key for your access key and the secret key. So how are you going to get that is, so here if you see here for your user, so this is my user. Okay, so these are the access keys. So how are you going to get that access key is, so you just have to go to the home and security credentials section. So as I said, just go to home, security credentials, and there you just have to create access key. So once you create access key, they will generate the access key and the secret access key. So copy both of this and store it in some place, and later we are going to use this thing. Okay, so this is how we are going to make use of access key and the secret key. Okay, so these are the four things that are needed for our S3 bucket, that is access key, secret key, and bucket name, and the region in which we are hosting it. Okay, so once we have that, we will be good to go to use the S3 bucket. So let's go to the code part now and start making changes to complete this function. Okay, so going back to our VS code, so here in .env section, you just configure the upload, just write the names as S3 upload key as the here the access key which you just copied down, and also the S3 upload secret. Just don't show this to anyone. Okay, just copy down here, and also the upload bucket, bucket name and the region name. So once you have configured these 4 variables in your environment section will be good to go. Okay, fine. So now first thing is I would need some dependencies for this to handle the uploading to S3 bucket. So the dependencies that I'd be needing is I'll install here. So first thing is I would use next S3 upload library, which it has done all boilerplate code that is needed for us to upload image to S3. So straight away we are going to use this. Okay, and also I would need unique ID. Okay, why? Because user when user uploads images, there might be a chance that colliding of the name, so we will use unique ID to make sure the name would be unique, or the file name would be unique. And also I would use image blob reduce. So once the user uploads image, I want to make sure that image size is not exceeding 1024. Okay, so for that I will make use of this image blob reduce. So these are the 3 dependencies that we would need. So I'm just installing. You can go ahead and install this. Okay, so we'll wait until this things get installed. If you want more info on next iPhone S3 iPhone upload, you can go to that respective npm package library and have a look at that. Okay, fine. So before going there, in API section we just have to create a file name called s3 iPhone upload.ts. Okay, so I'm just creating this. Why I am creating this? If you go through that next iPhone S3 iPhone upload library, you will understand why I am configuring this. Okay, the details for configuring this like this are clearly mentioned in that, so you can go ahead and refer that. So once we create this respective folder, all we have to do is we just have to export API route as default from next iPhone S3 iPhone upload. Okay, so this creates a API endpoint for us. Okay, fine. So after this we'll go to the uploader.tsx, and here we'll start writing the handle upload functionality. Okay, so let me name that function name as handle upload. Okay, so we'll start configuring the logic for that. So const handle upload. Okay, and make this as asynchronous, and inside this first we will check if the file's length is less than 5. So even when that user clicks on this, we will show him the toast message saying that you need to upload at least 5 photos. So the title for this will give it as you need to upload at least 5 photos. Okay, then after this duration for how long we have to show this is just 3 seconds. Okay, fine. And is closable, yes, we'll make this as a true. And position, we'll make this as a top right. And status, this is error. Fine. So if that is the case, we'll just return from that. Okay, if not we have to handle the logic. Okay, first we will get the files to upload, that is, let's name this as files to upload, and create array from files section. Okay, and then we'll change the upload state to uploading, and then perform the logic here inside our for loop. So let's take the variable name as index, and then if index until index is less than the files to upload dot length and increment the index. Okay, standard for loop. And now here we will take the file. So here, as I said, we have to reduce the size of the image if it's exceeding 1024. Okay, for that what we'll do, we will write again one util function to kind of like resize image function name. Okay, so let's go to the upload part. So this is upload ts. Okay, here it's already opened, so we will go here and we'll start creating a function called resize image. So let's name, first export it, that is not default, and the function name is resize image, and input param for this would be of type of file or blob. And here first reduce. Okay, and I will import this image blob reduce. Okay, and okay, so before even that we have to declare the types here that's mentioned in the library in order to use it. So I will just write the type as image hyphen blob hyphen reduce dot ts. Okay, and in this we just have to declare module name as image blob reduce. Okay, fine. So going back to our upload.tx, in this next we'll make after this we'll take one variable as a blob. Okay, and create blob out of file which we received as an input parameter, that is file, and we'll make this type as jpeg. Okay, so image slash jpeg. Fine, and then here we will store resized blob in the variable resized blob, and here we will call reduce dot to blob function and pass the above blob variable, and max will give here value as 1024. Okay, and we will finally store the resized file inside new variable called resized file, new file. Okay, and here we make use of resized blob and give the unique file name for this. So we'll make use of unique id which we just installed. Okay, so unique id dot jpeg. Okay, so I'll import this. Okay, so that is import unique id from unique id. So still we are receiving error, so we will just include in the type section, that is npm install hyphen save dev @types / unique id. Okay, yeah, now the error should go ideally. Yeah, fine. So this is the okay, fine. After this we will just return the resized file. Okay, so this is the helper function to resize the image. Okay, so once we have that, we will call this resize image. Okay, and here we'll pass that respective file. Okay, that is files to upload index. Okay, and we will take the URL after having uploaded to the S3. So here we have to import here use S3 upload hook from next S3 upload. Okay, and here we will initialize that we'll extract the function called upload to S3 by making use of this, and now we'll use that here. Upload to S3 and input parameter would be the file. Okay, fine. And finally we will set this URLs inside our URLs variable which we have declared. So we'll make use of set URLs. Okay, and whatever the current is there, we'll extend that to include new URL. Okay, finally this URLs will be set in a variable called URLs. Okay, so this, after having done this, we will change the state of upload state. Okay, that is set upload state to the uploaded part. Fine. So yeah, this is the logic to upload our images to the S3 bucket. Okay, fine. After this we just have to pass this function for this on click button. So that is, here we just have to pass that handle upload. Okay, fine. So this is the functionality that is needed in order to handle uploading our images to the S3 bucket. So now let's go ahead and check this functionality. So going back here, going back to our thing. So first let me check. So only one image is added. Okay, so now if I try to click here, so you see you need to upload at least 5 photos, which handle upload has taken care of, and here we have showcased. Okay, so here we can close this as well. Fine. So that is thing clear. Now let's add random images. Okay, so let me add something. Okay, fine. Just I'll add 5 random images. So once we had this, once I click on upload 5 photos, we should see that reflection in your avatar bucket. So inside next S3 uploads. So now there are already 5 images present in this bucket. Now once the we click on upload to upload 5 photos, the object's reflection count should be 10 here. So now let's check that. Okay, fine. So I click on this upload 5 photos. So it's uploading. Yeah, so the uploading is done. So now if I go back to the your avatar and just refresh here, so you see here the count became 10 and our images are successfully added. Okay, and if you just check one image here, so I'm just downloaded this. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so I'm just trying to showcase you guys the image that we have just uploaded, at least if one is matching. See here, yeah, so this was our first image, right? So the images are successfully uploaded to our bucket. Okay, fine. So yeah, that is handling of logic. But you see here, after having successfully uploaded, the UI completely lost its shape. So we will handle this based on the states. Okay, that is uploaded state. So going back to code section, so I'm going back to the uploader.tsx, and here we'll have to handle the UI that we are going to show based on this upload state variable. Okay, fine. So now as I said here, here first what I'm going to handle is this part. Which one? Here, as I said, once the uploading, if like it's not uploading, and or else if it's uploading, we have to showcase kind of a spinner, like it's in status that images are being uploaded. So that logic we'll handle here. So here what I'll do, on top of this I will just try to write that logic upload state, if this is equal. So now based on if the upload state is uploading, we will show spinner icon, and if not, that means URLs are available and they are successfully uploaded to the S3. We have to show the like a tick mark, like in a green color. Okay, so first let me handle that for uploading state. That is, if upload state is equals to uploading. Okay, so here we will render, and also there is no URLs available for this particular index. Okay, then only we will render this spinner component. Okay, that is this one. And the styling for this size will make it as a large. Okay, and the thickness at 8 pixel. Okay, and the speed will make this as 1 second, and the color I'll give brand color. Okay, so this is when if the upload state is equals to uploading and these are not uploaded yet to the S3 bucket. Okay, fine. So next is fine, the everything is done and URLs are available for all the index. Then or for particular index, then we will showcase this check mark icon. Okay, so this, for this we'll give border radius as full so that it will look in the circle form. Okay, and background color will give it as a white, and the color will be brand.500. okay, that is kind of green. So that is green dot 400. Okay, yeah, and we'll give the icon is MD check circle, and font size I'll give 2 rem. Okay, so this is the, so let me go back and show you the effect of that. So that is so let's take some random 5 images. Okay, so now I'm trying to see, you see the spinner icon is visible for all of us, and once they're completed we will be able to see the check marks for each images. Okay, so this is what the intention of adding that icon and spinner. Okay, fine. So now on completing I mean, once the status is uploaded, what is the next thing that we have to showcase on the screen? So that we'll configure here. So just beneath this section, file section, I will make use of that upload state. If that is equals to uploaded, then we will render this section. Okay, so that is inside simple grid. First a gap, I'll make gap as 4, and columns based on the screen size we are at. If it is a small screen, I'll just give 1 column. If not, if it's medium and above screen, 3 columns. Okay, yeah. After that we'll make this act as a form for us, and on submit here we have to call API to create this particular project. But for now we will just not do anything. So later in the next video, when we are writing APIs, that time we'll configure that function. Okay, and we'll give margin top as a 4, and align items, so align items flex start. Yeah, so this is the properties for simple grid, and inside this we'll have the 2 form control inputs, one for the studio name and another for the instance class. Okay, so let me studio form control. Okay, yeah, and here input, and for this we'll make this as required. Okay, so this as a required, and the background color for this will give it as white, and the placeholder will give it as a studio name, and the value will store in one state variable, that is studio name. So here you see here the studio name and set studio name, it is of type string, and also the instance class, set instance class, and this is of type string. By default will initialize it as a man. Okay, so those two variables will use it here. So that is studio name, and on change we will update the value to that particular variable, that is studio name variable. So set studio name e dot current target dot value. Okay, so this is how we are going to make sure the latest entered value is up to date in the studio name variable. Okay, so that is for the studio name form control. And next is for the multiple drop down input. There will wrap this around select component, and for this value we will store inside the instance class. Okay, and here on change again we'll use set instance class and set whatever the value is chosen. Okay, and background color for this, will give it as a white only. Okay, and inside this we'll write the those 6 options. One option is for man, so okay, and this is what will be showcased to the user as a man. And the next is woman, and other 4 more options. After this it is child. Okay, fine. Then one more value is dog and cat. Okay, so it is cat, and final option is couple. Not final option, there is one more option. So after this it is style. Okay, yeah, so these are the 7 options that will be showing in this drop down. Okay, and just beneath this we'll give form helper text for this drop down. So that is will wrap around the form helper component. Okay, so this color is will give as black alpha. Let's say it's 600. Okay, and the text will be wrapping is type of the subject. Okay, yeah, so this is it for the form control. And after this, outside this form control we'll have one more box in which we'll wrap the button to create your studio. Okay, fine. So here inside this I will create a button and disable. So this depends on value entered in studio name variable or not. Okay, and is loading. For now I will keep this as a false, but this will vary based on the API call we are making once the user clicks on this button, which will configure in the coming video. And the color for this is brand, and the right icon will give cloud. Okay, not cloud, check circle. Okay, yes, and then on clicking here we have to make a API call to create a project. Okay, so this we will configure only this, we will call this function only if both values are not empty. Okay, for now we'll leave this as a blank because there is no API calls that we have written yet. Okay, fine. And after this button has to be closed, and inside this the content is title is create your studio. Okay, so this is the button and this is it for this uploader component. So now we'll go back to the browser and check the thing. So you see as the status is already uploaded the thing, the first studio name and the section of to select the type of the subject is seen, okay, on our screen. Okay, so this is it for this video. So in the next video onwards we'll try to handle the API calls to create our studio, and after that creating studio, what next. So those all steps will be taken care. So thank you so much.